a few tips and tricks and safeguards you can put in place to show ownership of your pictures when you upload them to the web today on the Carolina Photography Podcast. But first, let me introduce myself for those just joining us. We keep getting some new listeners and some who've gone away and come back. Only because we've gone away and come back, I'm trying to get on a little bit more regular schedule for everybody. I'm Yeager Teta from photo17.com. I am listed as like the creative director on Facebook, and some people don't know that creative director is a title. They seem to think I'm making these things up and being cocky or something. But no. They're from an art design standpoint and things like that, and whatever kind of dream up or I get inspired by, or I just, or the 5,500 photographers I might just flat out rip off. I am the creative director for photo17.com, online home of Carolina Photography. Visit there for online booking of your weddings that you might have come up. You know, some friends getting married. Send them to the website, photo17.com. You want some solo photos, photo17.com. Some family pictures, photo17.com is the place to go. And also, you can check out some free download links to get some photo apps put on your phone. And you can use the exact same things that I use. If you've seen any of the cooking photos that I've got on like Instagram, which you can link to off of photo17.com, you'll see some photos with like white blurred out backgrounds, artsy shots of the pictures, things that look like they might be almost ready to go into a menu. Those were done very, very easily, all on my phone, all with free apps. Some might be paid. There's a few that sneak in there, but it's not much more than $2 or $3. So check all that out at photo17.com. But today on the show, what to do as far as copywriting pictures. We all know about putting the circle in the C. It's like Option G on a Mac keyboard. I'm not sure what it is on a PC. Or maybe putting the TM on a photo, which you don't have to even register to use that TM. That's more for symbols and logos, though. I don't really know if you want to go for that for photos. But the copyright of things, that's been around forever. You already definitely know about watermarking photos. You see that all the time. Photos that have the company name, person name, whatever on there. Some can be really well done and some can be sort of distracting. But it's also a thing called metadata that's been around for quite a while now. I use an app called Lightroom like a lot of photographers do. It's crazy popular. Available on PC and Mac. Lightroom lets you upload things such as of course, the copyright. It'll be on the photo. And you can put some tags in there. That's going to be like your metadata. And I'm sorry, I'm saying that it's all going to be the metadata, but the tags can be whatever words you kind of dream up. You can have your name as a photographer. It will also link to your website that you have if you've got a professional one, or you can even link it to your own email. If someone sees your photo and likes it, wants to contact you, you can go ahead and get contact with them. And you'll have things like cameras that are used, lenses, f-stops on the camera body itself. All those details are there. It's almost freaking magic. But no, really, it's just a file that's got information in it made up of pixels. And how do people check this out? One way you can do it, when you have the photo, you can check it out yourself before you even put it online, is go to Metapix. That is metapicz.com. Metapix. metapicz.com. You put that in there and you'll see the metadata that's inside your photo. And it's always a good idea to do it to make sure that it got on there correctly in Lightroom, if that's the app that you're using. Quite a few apps use it, but Lightroom's the one that I know, love, and have been using for quite a while. And also go on YouTube to photosandcolor.com. They've got some great stuff on there, as well as a YouTube channel called Flern. They break down this stuff way better than I can because you've got the visual aid to go along with it. I'm just giving you the quick news and update on how to do it. And also remember to downsize your pictures. Something else you can do outside of Lightroom. Does that sound pretty good, right? It is available from Adobe. Of course, there's no freaking plug here whatsoever. But a few more things, even apps that come with your computer, can probably help you downsize your photos. It might not help you be able to install the metadata that you want, but some can actually that come free with your software. Just check on your computer and Google these things. If you want to know whatever apps you're using, can it do that? Literally say, can such and such app put metadata on my photos? Just freaking type it in like that. You're bound to get a response to it. Downsizing your pictures just means if the photos may be 5, 3, 2 megabytes, they go way, way larger than that. That's another topic altogether. But, maybe it's not another topic, but that's another story, those much larger photos. I like to get mine in like the KB section, under a megabyte, make them small where they can't be blown up elsewhere. And it's also really good if you do some work for somebody to make it small. And if you don't want to put the distracting copyright or the watermark on the photo, which could be a copyright or your logo, or if you do it and make it a little bit lighter, it's like an extra safeguard. So it helps you two ways to make a smaller photo. It can't be blown up larger. I had a friend, for example, who wanted to make a sign for someone, and she gave them the full size, maybe 50 megabyte file, maybe a little bit larger than that. Make it a huge blow up to a sign, never got paid for it. If only she would have made it a smaller file, under a meg. There would have been no way to blow it up, because of course she didn't do the whole copyright thing on there. She could have downsized it, and I highly recommend doing that before putting all of your images online, and of course with metadata. And that will pretty much wrap it up as far as that. Hopefully I told you something useful. If I told you anything that you already know, that's okay too. Thank you for hanging out with me, and check in with us next time on the Carolina Photography Podcast. If you learned something new, please let me know. Just hit me up on the Facebooks. If you're listening to this, we're probably friends. If not, it's photo17.com. And you can spell it out on Facebook at photo17.com. Or just message me on Gmail, and you can call me up on the phone. Shoot me a text. Number and links, everything's on photo17.com. I'm Jaeger. Have a good week.